Imagine billions of dollars vanishing overnight. It sounds impossible, but for some of the richest people on Earth, it actually happened. From global tycoons to powerful tech billionaires, massive empires worth tens of billions collapsed in ways no one expected. Behind enormous fortunes are decisions that can change everything. One mistake, one crisis, one hidden secret exposed, and suddenly everything can disappear. These are 10 billionaires who lost almost everything. Vijay Mallya was once known as the king of good times in India. His empire included airlines, breweries, and luxury brands. At his peak, he was worth over $1 billion. But his airline, Kingfisher Airlines, began losing massive amounts of money. Debts piled up rapidly. Banks demanded repayment. Eventually, the empire collapsed. Today, Vijay Mallya remains one of the most controversial fallen tycoons in India. Elizabeth Holmes was once the youngest self-made female billionaire in the world. Her company, Theranos, promised to revolutionize blood testing. Investors poured hundreds of millions of dollars into the company. At its peak, Theranos was valued at $9 billion. But investigations later revealed the technology did not work as claimed. The scandal destroyed the company. Holmes lost her entire fortune almost overnight. Sean Quinn was once the richest man in Ireland. His wealth came from banking, real estate, and manufacturing. But during the global financial crisis, everything changed. Risky investments in banks backfired. His companies collapsed under massive debt. In a short period of time, his billion-dollar empire disappeared. Bernie Ebbers was the CEO of WorldCom, one of the largest telecommunications companies in the world. At its peak, WorldCom was worth over $180 billion. Ebbers became incredibly wealthy as the company expanded rapidly, but an accounting scandal soon shocked the business world. Billions of dollars in financial statements were manipulated. The company filed for bankruptcy in one of the largest corporate collapses ever. Ebbers lost everything he had built. Alan Stanford was once a billionaire banker with a powerful financial empire. His companies operated across multiple countries and managed billions of dollars. Stanford built an image of success, influence, and prestige. But behind the scenes, investigators uncovered massive financial irregularities. Authorities later revealed that the business was built on fraudulent investment schemes. The empire collapsed quickly. Stanford lost his fortune and became one of the most infamous fallen financiers in history. Adolf Merkel was one of Germany's richest businessmen. His fortune came from pharmaceuticals, cement, and industrial companies. For decades, he built a powerful industrial empire. But during the global financial crisis, risky investments went terribly wrong. Massive losses destroyed much of his fortune. His financial empire collapsed under pressure. It was one of the most tragic financial downfalls in modern history. Björgólfur Guðmundsson was once among the richest men in Iceland. His wealth came mainly from banking investments. During the early 2000s, Iceland experienced a massive financial boom. Guðmundsson expanded aggressively into international markets. But when the global financial crisis struck in 2008, everything collapsed. Banks failed across the country. His fortune disappeared almost instantly. Masayoshi Son is known as the founder of SoftBank. At one point, he was among the richest people in the world. But during the dot-com crash in the early 2000s, his fortune collapsed dramatically. Reports estimated he lost nearly $70 billion on paper. It remains one of the largest personal wealth losses in history. However, Son later rebuilt much of his fortune through new investments. Sam Bankman-Fried was once one of the youngest billionaires in the world. He built the cryptocurrency exchange FTX into a global giant almost overnight. At its peak, the company was valued at over $30 billion. Bankman-Fried was praised as a financial genius and a visionary in the crypto industry. But in 2022, everything began to unravel. Reports revealed that billions of dollars in customer funds were secretly used to cover risky investments. Panic spread across the crypto market. Within days, FTX collapsed and filed for bankruptcy. Sam Bankman-Fried lost almost his entire fortune almost overnight. It became one of the most dramatic financial collapses in modern history. At his peak, Ike Batista was worth over $30 billion. He was once ranked among the 10 richest people in the world. Batista built a massive empire of energy and mining companies. Investors believed he would become the richest man in Brazil, but his flagship oil company failed to deliver the promised production. Confidence collapsed almost overnight. The empire quickly unraveled. Batista lost almost his entire fortune in just a few years. These stories remind us of one powerful truth. Wealth can rise incredibly fast, but it can disappear just as quickly. Even billionaires are not immune to failure. Behind every fortune lies risk, ambition, and sometimes dangerous decisions. Which of these billionaires surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments. And if you enjoy stories about the world of the ultra-rich, subscribe for more.